This last page of the lesson is just practice, so there's nothing new. So looking at the next one, I see that x squared plus 20 is squared, and then it's also by itself. So I do want to use u substitution for this one. So I'm going to make the u x squared plus 20. So this equation is going to change into u squared plus u, that's a 1u, just to help me when I have to do my adding and multiplying, minus 20, and we are solving this one. So looking at this, we want it to add up to 1 and multiply to 20. So that's going to be u plus 5, u minus 4 equals 0. Bringing back in the value of u, I have plugging in the x squared plus 20. I could write parentheses here. I see I'm just going to combine like terms next, so I don't need to do that when I plug in the u's. So this one also plus 20, x squared plus 20, plugging in for these two u's, then the minus 4. Simplifying each of my factors, this one I get x squared plus 25, and this one I get x squared plus 16. Solving, I would set them each equal to 0, so this one would give me x squared equals negative 25, and this one would give me x squared equals negative 16. Take my square roots, and this one I'm going to get plus or minus 5i, and this one I'm going to get plus or minus 4i. And you might want to take a glance, just to check to see if it makes sense that we have all imaginary roots for this function. If you graph this in your calculator, you would see that it does not cross the x-axis at all. The next one is u substitution again, but for this one I don't have an equation, so I'm just going to go down to factors. So this time my u is 3x squared plus 2x. So we have u squared minus 13u plus 40. Factors of 40 that add up to negative 13 would be negative 5 and negative 8. Bringing back in my value of u, I have 3x squared plus 2x minus 5 and 3x squared plus 2x minus 8. These are both a is greater than 1, so we're going to bring this together. I have a negative 15. So this one is going to split up into positive 5, negative 3. And we'll continue with this one. Take out an x, and we have 3x plus 5. Take out a negative 1, and we have 3x plus 5. And then we take out the 3x plus 5, and we have x minus 1. On the other side, factors of negative 24 that add up to 2 would be 6x and negative 4x. And then grouping, we would have 3x times x plus 2, negative 4 times x plus 2, and then we would get x plus 2 and 3x minus 4. Now, be careful, because in the middle here, if you want to have it be mathematically correct, you should keep these sections in their own parentheses. Otherwise, it means something different, like you're only multiplying this 3x times the 3x plus 5 if it's not held together as you're going through the problem. So my final factoring is here. Looking at my last one, I don't have anything in parentheses squared, which would lead me towards u substitution. But I do have 6 terms, so that looks like grouping. Now, as I look at this, if I can pick the right thing and stop drawing a blue line, as I look at this, something looks like it's going on with the y's, where these two have a y squared, those two have a y, and these two don't have anything. So my first guess is 3 groups of 2. So in my first 2, I take out a y squared, and I have x minus 2. In my second group, I can take out negative 5y. And that gives me x minus 2. And in my last group, I can take out a negative 6, and that gives me x minus 2 again. So that looks good. I'm going to take out the common factor of x minus 2. and leaves me with y squared minus 5y minus 6. So my x minus 2 is done. Numbers that add up to negative 5 and multiply to 6 would be negative 6 and positive 1. This is just a factoring problem as well, so I'm done with those factors. And just to fix that one up, probably you noticed, but this has y's in it, so I need to have y's in these factors.